Are you looking for some inspiration, some books about art, creativity, and spirituality? I'm here, my love, this week to give you 3 recommendations of books that I read and I read again. Confirmation, wow, that is very, very beautiful, and I'm very sure that's going to support your journey of self-discovery and awakening of your inner artist and your divine expression. So here we go. I would start with Carl Jung, Men and Their Symbols. That is a book that explains about myths and archetypes and some Jungian themes. That is so amazing about his work. That is a study of art history. And so if you like art history, if you like symbolisms, like it's a whole reading about many art pieces all over the world, and it's talking about different religions, like different ancient geometries, like ancient art and expression, and through the deities, and through the reading you have a lot of I don't know, philosophical questions that arise on the surface for you. If you're into psychoanalysis, if you like Carl Jung, and if you like art in general, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with this book that is very academical, but is have a lot of entertainment on there as well. And yeah, this would be my first one, because I think as an artist it's very important for us to understand some concepts about our psyche and about ourselves, to then be able to create. Of course, we can create just from an intuitive place, but once we know more about ourselves, then we tap more in the trust of our intuition. That also what Julia Cameron comes to say here on this book, The Artist's Path, is how you train then yourself to build this relationship with your inner artist, you know, to really create strategies and discipline and some habits of creation. This is like a workshop plan, actually. It's divided on 12 weeks. Each week we have some tasks to do. It's a lot about journaling. I'm just here super excited because I bought these 2 new journals where Jadina, this tarot reader I follow here on YouTube, she gave this idea of having 2 separate ones. For example, one for your journal, for your morning pages and to-do lists, poetry, whatever. Another where you can write of things that you will manifest and things that you know that you are meant to bring to your life. And yeah, I kind of always do my gratitude lists on my journal, but I also like the idea of having 2 journals. So these are my 2 journals, as being 5 years, 6 years now actually, that I write every day. And of course maybe one day more, but I already got a habit and I really like it. And I also start with a prayer. Makes me really good, makes me feel connected with my heart and with my thoughts, and being this like bound of both. Yeah, I wonder about you. Do you have a journal habit? Do you journal? I actually I knew about the journaling habit, and like as a mental health check and everything. I would write in the past more as an artist, like I would have my Moleskine to draw and to write poetry, but not very like a daily like diary thing, or not as a psychoanalyst or like, you know, like a therapy thing. But then reading to Julia Cameron, I really felt that I needed to be committed to that. And because nowadays we keep so much of information in our mind and can be so overwhelming and like so overstimulated by so many thoughts. So I feel when we write it down, our thoughts, our emotions, and I feel we are giving a space to our mind, even to meditate or to, we just to have some space, it's not about putting more things there, it's about removing. So in this way, with a clear mind, with a open mind, with space, we can absorb new blessings and new ways of thinking, So what is the morning pages? The morning pages, you write 3 pages per day with whatever comes to your mind, and it's like of this flow writing, like free writing, and then besides this homework, should make ideas where you can do in which week that would be like fulfilling to build this connection with your inner artist. So let's say you have exercise and you connect with your inner child. So she invites us to think about our childhood, let's say food that we would like to, that we used to eat, or place we used to go, or music we used to listen. And then we tap to bring, for example, one day on that week, 1 hour, a couple of hours to meet this inner child and to do this child's wish, and even to set a date with yourself. Some people are not used to, eat alone or go out alone, and she would invite to do so, and it's so beautiful. Just like every week has something new to explore. She's a writer, so she gives a nice examples of other writers, like when they are stuck about they don't know what to write on, like how to finish their book, but this is like can be for musicians, from painters, and I would like to highlight that we are all artists, and you need to think that whatever you do, you can put art on it. That is just the way that you do with mindfulness and with love and with beauty, So, so you can bring creativity in anything that you do, in your mats, in your culinary, so creativity is a form of art, and you can put creativity in whatever you do. So we are all artists, and this is what this book is about. And through the tasks that you are doing, it's super inspiring. And she gives lots of inspiration. And I would go for this one if you want some homework. This is more philosophical. And let's say Rick Rubin. This is so beautiful, this book. For who don't know, Rick Rubin, he is a music producer. He produced amazing artists, and I think he never studied like music like that, but he had like this sense, like really good taste, and he knew how to direct musicians, but also from a place of the heart. He's the guru of music industry, and the way that he writes is very poetical. And the book looks like a Bible, like so big, but once you start reading, you see that many chapters are kind of small, and they have a lot of space in between. Oh, I just opened in this heart. What it is saying? No, I made the heart. Not the heart was not that, but I made the heart. Is saying talent is the ability to let ideas manifest themselves through you. Oh, and I highlight many parts of this book as well. Like this one too, I just highlight here saying, our work embodies a higher purpose. Whether we know it or not, we are conduit for the universe. Material is allowed through us. If we are a clear channel, our intentions reflect the intentions of the cosmos. So he talks about we being like this, really the messenger of God. He doesn't talk about God in that way, but like he talks about the universe and source and this divine energy that is gifting us with our talents for us to share with the world. And through authenticity, he talks a lot about to don't copy others, to really to find your own voice and stick with it. He gives many examples with other artists that he worked that, let's say, they insisted on doing their own way of doing it, became very successful because although like the music industry and any industry has some agendas and some like favoritism, let's say, with that type of everybody looking the same, or like in the pop music, the blonde skinny girls singing that way, although we know like, oh, that this sells, but in the long term, like they're not gonna survive, you know, you can make one hit or there, but like for you to be an artist that's gonna pursue a career for many years and decades, you really need to have your own signature, your own personality, and you cannot fake it for many years, you know, if you're not authentic with yourself. And I would cry a lot reading this book, and it's not just about music. Again, the 3 books can be very inspiring for any type of art that you make, or just in a way of being creative and just see the world with these different eyes, you know, like this, the common ground about we being here to really share our gifts, you know, with this purpose of getting to know ourselves and getting to allow ourselves to develop some talents, or, you know, to develop our passions, and then being very passionate about something and sharing, and not just for the sake of taking something out of it, you know. I keep having these talks with other friends nowadays about maybe your art doesn't need to be your full-time job, you know, like maybe your hobby doesn't need to become your source of income, you know, like, because then we have other pressures that comes along with it, and like can work with for some people, cannot work to other people, or like they can not be aligned in that moment of your life, you know. So it's very beautiful how we can, through self-discovery and self-knowledge, understand our tastes and have patience with our life cycles, you know. I always want to be a musician, and since I was 13 years old, and I'm 35, and just now this is developing, or like I'm a graphic designer by university, and I always want to have a website, and just turns out that I just could do it now. So like an advice I would give to my younger fellows, like no rush, you know, like I feel that now I know really what I want to say, and it's okay that took so long, you know, took so decades to be here. And yeah, sometimes some people can find their purpose earlier in life, and it's all good as well, you know. And maybe when I get on 50s, then I might find, yeah, another dream, or whatever, you know what I mean. The main goal of recommending this book for you, my family, is that we need to make questions, and we need to get these nudges of a fiery little thing, you know. And I think, yeah, it sparks, or just like some push. I feel that these books really help me with that, you know. Also, I felt that when I was at university and I was in the academic environment, I felt all the time being influenced by good books and teachers. But once we leave that moment, like we don't know, from where to start. And like when I found randomly these books, they really helped me. And I hope you enjoy these books as well. If you have another idea, like a recommendation of books about creativity and art, and to find your voice, or like art and creativity, let me know in the comments. I would like to know your recommendations regarding this topic, and looking forward to read more as well. And yes, thank you so much for being here. Next week I might record a book about divine feminine, and books to my ladies, books that help me, yeah, to tap to my feminine force. And yeah, I'm excited to be back, guys. I love you so much. Please follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button, and like the video, comment. Please check my website if you want some support in your journey. I do one-on-one healing sessions and guidance. I also have an online shop with my art and tote bags and some merchandising things. Check it out. Please support your local artists, and I love you so much again. Keep spreading love, keep spreading smiles, and I see you in the next video.